Didn't know anything about chestnuts, so I had to depend on fiction, pure fiction. The title is Kindred Spirits. Mama said hell didn't get Bascom's need soon enough. Just like decent folk, he died on clean sheets and iron pillowcases. She said if the world had any real justice, he would have died as he deserved. Hacked to pieces, fed to the crows, and then the crows shot. Bascom was a hairy wart on the bad side of humanity, a moonshiner, a card shark, and a communist. He allowed on many occasions as how Karl Marx was right when he said to keep a woman in her place, she had to be kept at home and out of Walmart. Jenny gave Bascom 10 years of her life and 3 sons. Folks said it was a blessing from God that the boys took after her side of the family instead of his. It was not uncommon for Johnny to feel the back of Bascom's hand if it had too much to drink or had a bad run at the cards. She would often gaze down her shoes so you couldn't see her black eye or her swollen lip. Whatever Jenny felt for Bascom, she kept to herself. Her favorite things in all the world were her sons and the 100-year-old chestnut tree on the hill behind the house. Over a span of time, she and the chestnut tree became best friends, kindred spirits. Great blossoms sprouted the year each of her sons were born, and the year she lost the baby girl, the tree nearly died. Its limbs became twisted and looked tortured and remained fallow. The very bark seemed to dry up and creep deeper and deeper into the trunk. Late evenings, after she'd finished all her chores and had the boys down, I'd see her up on the hill. Mama said she and the tree were whispering their secrets to each other. They both survived. Even though it was a well-known fact that Bascom had money, its location remained a secret. He had made a fortune in poker alone, not to mention his other creative endeavors. But he was not about to share his fortune with the family. Jenny was left to scratch out a living from the overworked patch of ground beside the house. If she needed something other than what she could pull up, milk, or gather, she just did without. As a matter of fact, she was grubbing the last yams of the season when word came that Bascom had been shot. It seemed he had been holding 1 ace too many, and the man who shot him said, "Bascom, you damn good and well, the deck hadn't been printed yet that had 5 aces. Jenny brought him home and nursed him through the night. Just before dawn, he died. Jenny decided to bury him on the hill beneath the chestnut tree. Less than a foot down, the grave digger struck something solid and hauled out a metal box about 2 feet square. Inside, packed so tight that some of the bills stuck together, was a total of $87,000. Jenny dumped the money into a shopping bag, collected her sons, and went shopping. I guess it was the first time Jenny and her boys had ever had new clothes from the skin out. Mama said Jenny's dress helped put the fun back in funeral. It was red with little shiny sequins that winked and grinned every time she moved. As the service wore on, the gathering took on a festive atmosphere with plenty of food and music, and soon people were dancing. Even the warm breeze through the limbs of the tree had its own special melody. It was a grand day for a burying. When Mama asked her why she chose her favorite spot to plant such a no-account rascal, Jenny said Bascom was full of manure and would make rich fertilizer for them. Besides, she reckoned he would never be noticed lying there with all the other nuts.